everyone. I'm Claudia.
And I'm Luciana.
And this is Where We Land, a podcast about immigrating and multicultural identity.
In this episode, we're talking about the hit TV show, The Summer I Turned Pretty. And I'm so excited. Like all millennial women around the globe, I am very excited to talk about this show that I have binged. However, we'll be looking at it through a multicultural lens, of course.
Here's the deal. This is the truth. Luciana really wanted to talk about The Summer I Turned Pretty.
How could I not? I've been talking about it offline like crazy.
Nonstop. So, yeah, we're going to talk about it. But we will be focusing on the one immigration storyline that was depicted in the show, which is Belly living in Paris, of course. And we'll also get into the different multicultural aspects that were shown in the series.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I do want to talk about the fun stuff, which is, to kick us off, Luciana, how did you hear about the show and what was it that made you such a stan?
So I think that I had seen it on Prime. Like when I would log into Prime, I would just see it there. And I never really, to be honest, looked at it. And then I think I was hearing more and more about it on social media and friends that were watching and that were hooked. And then I started seeing all of these articles about how just millennial women were just really devouring the show.
So what season did you jump on the bandwagon?
At the very end.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw it a month ago. So it just ended about 2 weeks ago. I saw it maybe about 6 weeks ago and binged it till the end. I had a couple of flights, so I'm like, this is great. I need something to watch. It was perfect timing. And I didn't even know it was on the last season. Like, I didn't know that I was jumping, like, at the best time. And it was such a good show. Like, it, like, grabbed me pretty quickly.
Yeah. It gets you from the jump.
I mean, from the jump, Jenny Han is a mastermind. Like, she is a genius, because I really do feel like there's so many things that I love about the show, but I think what I love about it most is that it's like, I have not seen a rom-com this well done in a while. Like it with not a spoiler anymore because it's been out for a while. The perfect ending. Literally,
yes, the ending was
perfect,
really landed the plane.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
But I think you're right that it does grab you from the first moment, because from the jump, it's just a fun show. Like,
it's fun.
Let's
it's
take
easy to watch.
Like, the premise, like episode 1, this is what you get. It's like, hey, I'm this young girl. I get to spend the summer at this picturesque beach town in this gorgeous house with 2 really hot boys, one of which I've been pining over since birth.
Right.
And this summer, my best friend just told me I got hot. So I'm going to get after it. That's my plan for the summer. That's what the information you get in the first 2 minutes. And within the first 4 minutes of episode 1, you get 2 Taylor Swift songs. Within the first 4 minutes. So you're like, oh, this is the vibe. Oh, this is what we're doing? Oh, sign me up.
Visually, like, you're there. Like, you're hooked. Audibly, you're hooked. The plot, again, Jenny Han, a genius, because she sprinkled in all the right elements.
Everything.
It was perfect. It was perfect. And I really do, like, obviously the love story is epic. You know, you get to really see it go through all the ups and downs and twists and
all
turns.
the messiness.
But also, I love the character arcs, the hidden details that, again, Jenny's sprinkling across. And again, the ending, the music. I loved so many of the characters, the moms, the friends.
Yes.
There's so many good storylines. And
you
again,
know what?
just
all
like
the characters,
a idyllic location.
All the characters, growth.
All the characters.
They all did, even the ones that only did
all the
growing.
journeys, all the twists and turns. Like, I love the moms. Even with, like, and you have so many topics too. Like, I think what, like, aside from the amazing ending, I really loved how the characters, especially Belly and Conrad, mature. Like, it's very much a sweet and innocent teenage love that grows into a very adult love.
That last episode did all that heavy lifting. You're like, oh, this is growth. The way they're talking to each other, the way they're interacting, the way they're being more honest and open, the way they're being more respectful towards each other. I'm like, damn, these people are adult now. What happened?
Are mature.
They cut her hair and all of a sudden she's a different woman. I'm like, damn, girl.
Yeah.
I cut my hair, did not get that kind of growth, but okay.
And also Team Conrad, because gotta say it. Team Conrad, I never hesitated. We were primed because once again, let me take you back to episode 1 because I saw it before doing this podcast, right? To remember. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And in episode 1, we get what is my favorite needle drop from the entire series, which is 3 minutes and something seconds in, we get to see Conrad for the very first time on screen. And you hear the doom, chuk, doom, chuk. There's a dazzling haze, a mysterious way. And I'm like, and of course, the gorgeous Christopher Briney walks into frame with that music. And you're like, okay, like this is
the main character.
This is the guy. This is the guy we're in love with. Got it. And also what I loved about that moment is that it showed you as a viewer, oh, okay, this entire thing is going to be through Belly's POV.
Yes.
Like the fact that he walks into frame and that's the song that's playing, we're clearly in her mind. This is how she's feeling about her. Her heart is going
even
boom,
though
boom, boom.
It's clear that her and Jeremiah are close and are friends, you know, because you have Belly's POV the whole time, that her heart is true to Conrad.
I mean,
that's been the love of her life.
The guy is getting all the Taylor Swift songs in his scenes.
All of them.
You're like, obviously, this is the guy. Jeremiah, we love you. You're great. You're hot. You're fun. You're not getting Taylor Swift songs. I'm sorry. That means you're not the one for us. You're not the one for us.
Exactly.
The guy that makes me hear Taylor Swift when I see him, he the man for me.
Right. Yeah. It was so good. It was such a fun watch. I missed it.
So good.
But again, loved how it ended. Got nothing to, I was just like, love the ending. This is great. Wrapped up in a bow.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I loved it. And now we're like, let's get into the other bit. Let's get into, now we thought we got that out of our system and I was able to say all the things that I love.
You were able to fangirl about everything you loved about this show.
About everything because I loved it. And oh my gosh.
I really enjoyed it as well. I really liked it. It's not my type of favorite show, but in spite of that, I enjoyed every single episode.
That's
thoroughly.
The thing, you know, I didn't think I was going to like it this much. I guess that's also maybe like the element of like watching it so late. You know, because I wonder if I would have had to wait every year if the fandom would have continued as heavy. Like I got it all in a month.
Right.
You know?
And also, I think the fact that at the end of the day, even though at times they got soapy or cheesy, they landed the plane with the main storyline, which was Belly and Conrad. That storyline, the beats were laid out so well and they landed the plane so well that no matter what cheesiness was going on in other storylines, you're like, no, but this is staying very realistic and very true.
Honestly, in the last episode, Jeremiah's kitchen scene, I read on the internet that some people were so bothered by that. I didn't care. I was like, he's in an episode
the show
of The Bear.
About him.
Great.
The show isn't about him. It's not about him.
He couldn't be lighting the kitchen on fire.
Exactly.
It does not bother me. It
not
does not
emotionally
ruin it for
invested in his journey. No.
Yeah.
This is just background. It's very much like the house and the music. It's not why we're watching the show, but it makes the experience fun. Jeremiah is not the reason I'm watching the show, but his kookiness, his things, what he gets up to, it's fun to talk about afterwards. Like, oh my God, did you see what he saw this episode? Did you see what he said? Like, it's still fun, but it's not the main reason you're there. You're there for Belly and Conrad. And especially in the last season, you're there to see how they get them back together. Because going into the last season, everyone was like, so how are we ending up with Conrad?
Yeah,
because
like,
we're engaged to someone else.
Ending.
So how are we going to get there? Because we all know we need to end up there. We all know that's where we're going. How are you going to get her there? Because she's engaged to the brother. How you get there
is the important, juicy part. And again, Jenny Han delivered.
Delivered.
Couldn't be more of a fan. Belly moves to Paris.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of moments that depict what living abroad and changing countries would be like.
Yes.
What stands out for you?
Okay, so the first thing that stood out to me was day one and she's crying, calling her mama. And I'm like, girl, it's okay. It's part of the experience. You moved. Maybe you were a little too hasty, maybe too enthusiastic. You thought it was going to be amazing in Paris.
She was also like fleeing. Like she did that on her
wedding.
Whim.
She was fleeing her wedding day, her non-wedding day. Yes, that adds stress.
She landed there under,
duress. She was under duress, full on.
Yeah,
not going to lie. Also, left without a student visa, without a, she's just like, I got a passport, babe. I can be here 30 days. I can be here, 90 days.
I got a gift card and a passport. Golden. I'm like, that's some decision making right there.
Exactly. But you know what? We listen and we don't judge and we support because this is Belly's journey and we're on it.
Yeah.
And so calling your mom crying when you're living abroad at such a young age, early 20s, like she is, it's par for the course, babe. Like, welcome to life abroad. It's okay. Get comforted. Get comforted by your mom over the phone.
Yes. And I think that they do such a good job, especially like as the episodes go through. And even in the last episode when she reveals to Conrad, but we see her struggle and suffer and like feel lonely and say like, I was very homesick. I was very sad. It was a hard year. Yes. Yeah. I think that is the reality.
Yeah, the first year is hard.
It's hard. You can be so excited to be there and know that you need to be in this new place that is now your new home for now or forever, who knows, and feel homesick and miss your friends and miss your traditions and wish you were home.
Yeah, also
100%.
She goes through it a little like she gets robbed on her first day. They steal her backpack.
Oh, yeah.
She's got to chase down a thief through her AirTag.
Yeah,
no one needs extra stress. She's already in duress, as we said, chasing her backpack through Paris.
Not having a spot. The miscommunication with the university. And now having to figure out how to stay there and finding these jobs. Like, again, relatable journeys that happen to people. Oh, you have to pay rent in Paris. These are the jobs that are available for you.
Oh, speaking of rent, the first crappy place you stay in because you don't know the city and I just need a place to crash, guys. Where do I? And the first place you stay is never the best place because like even if you planned it out really well, you're getting it from abroad. You don't know what it is. You don't know the areas.
What you don't know.
So Belly staying with like 4 or 3 random roommates that don't like, she doesn't understand. She understands 30% of what they say because turns out she's not that great at French at the beginning.
To be honest, what anybody's saying, like girl can't get around.
Girl can't get around. Girl can't get around, but she's trying. She's trying.
Bless her, yeah.
She even says at one point when she's telling Conrad, she goes like, oh, I had to like really hype myself up every time before leaving my house because even just to do like the simplest kind of task. And I was like, oh, girl.
I do love that. I love how she, in telling Conrad all of her struggle, she really reveals some key points that a lot of immigrant experience, like hyping yourself up before going out. Being very homesick. Just like things that are really
practicing her French before she speaks to get a croissant.
And then having her respond in English anyway.
Oh, like no. When she tells Conrad that she mixed up the dish soap with laundry detergent.
Oh,
because she didn't know what each one was, so she used the wrong one. Like, those kind of things just happen. Like, you gotta learn to navigate all these new areas in a foreign country. Mistakes were made, and it was sad, but she stuck it out.
She stuck it out, and you clearly see her getting better. A year in, she's like, can place her coffee order. She can. I'll show you.
She has
sites.
Friends.
This is how we go. I have a community. I found a good spot for myself to live in. I found this potential job opportunity that she's telling her mother about. Like, she put in the work and it's paying off.
You know what else I appreciated? Because they did not have to do this because it's a TV show and sometimes like, oh, movie magic. But I appreciated that she went to Paris without a visa. So with an American passport, you're only allowed to stay there for 3 months, right? And I love that. They slip in this conversation with her mom where she's like in her, like about to be her 3rd month. And she's like, oh yeah, so I was thinking that maybe I'd stay. Like I saw that there's this psych program for 1 year at the Sorbonne and that would get me a student visa so I could stay, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, responsible, like immigrant storytelling. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I thought that was great. Like I think all of the they're not getting in depth about her struggle as an immigrant, but they share enough.
Yeah.
Enough is revealed that it's like very credible and very much like what one would have to navigate without getting so in the weeds and still leaving time for the love story, which is what we're all there to see. So I think it was, again, just perfectly told.
Perfectly told. And we see, as you said, we see her evolve. We see her get better at French. We see her make friends. We see her when Conrad arrives to visit her, she's like, this is my town. Let me show you around.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. She's like, oh, I'll show you. Let's take you to the sites. And then I love that it's her birthday and she has this like really nice, warm celebration with her friends. Like, I have a community. I have a life here, and gets to show him all of that. And just, you see her be very comfortable. Clearly, these are her people. I mean, she even has an ex-boyfriend there because we have to mention Benito.
Of course. Okay. The foreign boyfriend in a foreign land.
I mean, first of all, he has a Vespa. Right?
Yeah.
And that is like, of course, like nailed the
European boyfriend.
Yes.
Get me in the back of your Vespa. Yes, please.
Exactly.
Let me live out my fantasies.
Or in the front. She wanted to write it, right?
Oh,
but
right.
Yes, I love that was
okay, first of all, the best thing about Benito is that Belly got to date someone outside her own zip code.
I know, thank God.
Girl.
Honestly, and I'm glad because obviously Conrad is the one. So I'm glad that she also...
We all know she's going back to cousins. We all know that.
Yeah. So I'm glad
Let
she
her
got to
see the
experience
world.
someone else, someone so different.
Yeah.
And because also like not having just the ex-boyfriend be the brother, right?
I mean, first of all, Cameron slander. Season 1 Cameron.
That's right.
We dated him for like 3 days, kissed twice, but you know what? He existed. He was there. He was real.
He counts.
Her first kiss.
Forgot about him.
Completely forgot about him, yeah. But yes, like once he was also in the zip code. Like, come on. She needed to broaden her horizons.
Yes.
So yes, I liked that for her. And also bring it back to real life for a second. I think if you're ever get the chance to live abroad, even if it's just for like 6 months, date a foreigner. Because it's part of the living abroad experience. I think it's a rite of passage if you live abroad. Like, date a foreigner. It will be enriching. It will be eye-opening. You'll learn so much about yourself. And it's going to be challenging. Like, everything you like and everything you say and everything you think, the dude's going to be like, why do you think that? Because he comes from another place. So he's not going to do it to annoy you or to like in an aggressive way. Someone who is like genuinely into you is going to want to know why you think the way you think and why you like the things you like. And they're not going to be obvious reasons for him because he's not from the same country as you.
And in that process and in answering those questions, you'll get to know yourself a little bit more too.
Yeah.
Like, you'll actually think about like, why do I do things this way? And you get to observe that something being done so different. And I do love that they also hint at, I can't remember when, she's with who she's talking to, that she says like, well, it's not like I've been a saint while I've been here. So kind of like hinting at like, hey, I've gone out, I've met people. And I do love that also being part of growth.
Yes.
Again, like just, new experiences and her figuring out who she is. And I'm glad that she gets to do that. I love that she went, I mean, the circumstance under how she got to Paris was pretty sad, leaving, on her wedding day. But I love that she got to do that. Because
also, like another great
growth.
thing, growth all around. Another great thing about Benito, he teaches her low-key Spanish. Like when Conrad comes, they're talking in between themselves in Spanish, and I'm like,
he gives her this really
beautiful
photograph of herself, just very artsy. I love, like, it was just very different for her. I love that she got that.
And she's like, I'm like, this is what you get. This is what you can get when you date while you're abroad. Like, great photographs of yourself, but also just a new language. Like, come on, what did your last ex-boyfriend? What did he give you? What did he give you? Like he introduced you to a new rock band. Great. My ex-boyfriend taught me Spanish.
Right.
Amazing.
This is the PSA to date a foreigner from Claudia.
Date a foreigner. Date a foreigner. thoroughly enjoyed every time I've dated someone that wasn't Peruvian. It was great. Also, I do have to say about Benito, though we all know she was going to end up with Conrad and it was the right move to break up with Benito, I think she broke up too soon because she missed out on the grandmother celebration.
You know what?
A grandmother's birthday in Mexico?
But you could see her hesitation because it's like, no, you're not it. And that's like going and meeting the family. When he proposed it, I was like, oh, hard pass. Because you know that it's not going to evolve much more than that is. She was low-key disappointed that, oh, I'm staying. That doesn't mean I'm going to be with you. Right?
Yeah,
So I do love that she ended when she did end it. Like, call it done when it's done. Learn to know when to walk away.
Was it the honorable thing to do? Of course.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is she missed out on a great time because you know that party went hard.
Oh, it was going to be insane.
There was an open bar, there was a dance floor, there was live music. There was mariachis at like 2 a.m. Like that would have been an experience. You know what I'm saying? If only she had discovered she didn't really like him that much after Mexico, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And then there are some clever nods all throughout the series towards Belly's Asian background. Like they clearly hint at how they keep an Asian household. Like there's even that scene at the end when Conrad is visiting, when he sits on her bed and then quickly gets up, realizing like, oh, like I'm not supposed to sit here. There's just like different little times when Jeremiah
I didn't pick up on the Conrad sitting down, not supposed to sit down as like an Asian thing.
Yeah, I thought it's like because you're not supposed to sit on the bed with like your outside clothes. Yeah, I believe that's what it was referring to. I think I saw this on social media.
Oh,
actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't aware.
Because obviously after the finale, my Instagram is inundated with just reels and
Your
stuff.
Your algorithm is just the summer.
My algorithm, I need to reset it. I seriously do. So anyway, I don't know. I didn't fact check that, but I saw a reel saying like, oh, like even then there they keep an Asian household. Like he realized, oh my God, I'm not supposed to sit here. And he quickly, and I was like, oh, when Jeremiah makes when Laurel says to like, oh, Jeremiah made the gochujang roasted carrots for Thanksgiving that her grandmother would have liked. Like there are just nods all throughout to the grandmother.
Yes, there are hints to the grandmother, especially with Jeremiah. Apparently Jeremiah got close to the grandmother. He called in one episode, I think he calls her Grana, or he calls her by her nickname that they call her. So there are hints, but obviously Belly is a couple generations removed from the immigration process because, her mom's name is Laurel. Her name is Isabel. So there's a level of assimilation there, like that has already taken place through the generations.
For sure. Yeah.
I would actually love it if the rumors are true, because people are speculating that the upcoming movie is going to show at some point, Conrad and Belly's wedding, apparently.
Of course. I mean, that's what it has to bring. Right?
Okay, sorry. Didn't know that there was consensus on that. But
I mean, I don't know. That's my wish. Jenny Hunt, if you're listening, please give us Belly. Give us her actual wedding day.
I don't know. I haven't read the books, neither have you. So we don't know if the books even say more, or we don't know.
I kind of don't think so. I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know.
If there is Belly's wedding to Conrad in the movie, I think that would be a great place to integrate some of her background, some of her cultural background, either through like family members, extended family that can show up and bring, some cultural aspects to that. Or maybe there's bridal traditions that we don't know about. Like that could be interesting. Sure. That could be fun.
Yeah, I think there's an opportunity for that. And they didn't even like mention that. I guess Laurel was removed from the planning process of her
completely removed, and Belly was just overwhelmed, and also, Jeremiah was not helping.
No, and also the Susanna's letter, because Belly has not seen Susanna's letter. Remember, she Laurel kept it. Laurel, because we know she's saving that for the real
the real wedding day. Laurel, my baby ain't getting married. Not to this man. Sorry to this man. She's not getting married.
I love how Laurel really rose up to the occasion to like really be the adult and the mom for everyone. for Jeremiah, for Conrad.
Laurel being the only adult after
The
Susanna's
only
death.
adult?
The
Oh
only
my
adult.
God.
I mean, the men, where are the men?
They were terrible.
I understand that it was for the plot. Like, they're both, one of them, like Laurel is divorced, you know? So there had to be a reason. Like, she's not going to divorce a man just because she's crazy. There has to be reasons why she wanted to divorce this man. So they have to depict that in some way. I get it. Same thing with Susanna's husband. Like, he was having an affair. Like, this is part of the plot. Like, I get it that it is part of the plot for them to be kind of absent. They even talk about how the summer house wasn't for them. It was for the wives and the children. And they just, they were at work and they would come every once in a while when called upon. Right? So I'm like, I get it. This isn't the vibe. This isn't for the men. I get it.
Yeah.
But once again, every character got some growth. Minimal growth for the men. Minimal growth for the dads. Minimal growth.
No. Yeah.
Could have been a bit more.
Yeah.
Could have been a bit more. Maybe for the movie.
Some even backwards at times. For them. Like, what are you doing? You're bringing your mistress? Okay.
Yeah. Oof, that was rough. That was a rough one. But you know what? There's always a movie. Maybe there's some growth there for the dads.
You know what? Also, when I was reflecting about, like, okay, the culture, because we see the hints of Asian culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really love how, like, there's just peak moments of, like, American life depicted through the show. Like, just, like, very Americana. The debutante ball.
Yes.
The typical summer on the beach, like an East Coast summer with summer jobs.
Yes.
Volleyball camp.
Summer jobs at the country club.
Summer jobs at the country club. Volleyball camp. The boardwalk. Like, it's just very idyllic and just very also, like, relatable for a lot of, I mean, I think it's like a typical East Coast summer that is depicted here. And then you also have the, like, going back to schools, the graduations, prom, fraternities, college. Like, there are just all of these milestones and touch points that are just very, and I think that they're showcased very well. So you really do get a good sense of, like, American culture in a way that, like, I know we have some series on college campuses and stuff, but I feel like this really kind of stretches and captures their life.
I mean, it's a summer focused show. So I really like that every season takes place during the summer. And like you're saying, we get that East Coast summer depicted for us. Obviously a very wealthy East Coast summer. But you know what? It's like when you watch a Nancy Meyers movie and you're like lusting over those kitchens, you know? It's like, this isn't why I watch the show, but this is adding to my enjoyment of the show. That depiction of, like, that type of summer culture, that type of summer in America and the East Coast, it can be incredibly aspirational. But also, I found it kind of relatable because even though we didn't grow up in the bougie East Coast, we grew up in Peru, we also had a summers that were marked by the beach because we lived at the beach year round in Peru.
Yes.
And our summers were in a similar way, not as bougie, but in a similar way. Every summer for us was just like us running around, going to the beach every day with our friends, like getting after it, seeing what we could get up to, lusting over summer boys. Like,
yeah. And while there wasn't a debutante ball, there were similar traditions. Like,
we had a luau every year. The beach would throw a luau every year.
Yeah.
And you would have to, like, pick out your outfit. What are you going to wear to the luau? What boys are going to be there? What's it going to be like? Until what time can I stay, Mom?
It was a whole thing. I love that they showed that. And I do like, I mean, prom was tragic, but I love how they also showed prom and, like, just these big moments, you know, for teenagers and becoming adults. And I loved how that was captured. That was, like, really nice.
You know what my favorite piece of culture that was captured in the show was? We kind of touched upon it, but the Parisian dinner party that her friends throw her for her birthday.
Love that.
I was like, how chic and effortlessly cool are these 20-year-olds?
I know. I was like, I
could never.
Like, that looks very curated. I want to host a dinner party with that vibe because it's like, it's effortless, like you just said.
Yeah, like
But
casual,
so
cool.
warm, and it's still like beautiful and just like, oh, like, can you imagine? Like that to me looks like a perfect birthday celebration. I'm
perfect. And it just felt so like I want that Parisian experience. I don't want to go as a tourist. Like someone take me to their group of friends and like do a soiree, as they say, as the French say, you know? Like
even
how
like the
chic
after
did that
party
feel?
at her house, like when they're all later drinking at her house and just like, oh, there's candles and like great lighting and just like lots of wine and no one's hammered. Everyone's still having like
The
nice
constant
low
wine.
conversation. Like no one's like being ridiculous, you know? Everyone's like still having like, you think they're talking about philosophy and important things, you know?
They
You're
look
just
like it. They look like it. They
vibe.
look smart enough too. They're all and they're all like kind of
artsy,
bohemian,
interesting.
Yeah. Like one's a photographer. One guy. They talk about one getting into art school. They're like, you know, and they're very much like living the life. One of them. It's mentioned that one of them like dated married men in her past. You know, it's like
that's right. Yes,
this very like we're just figuring life out and we're free and we're happy and we're carefree about it. We're not stressed like Belly. Like Belly's like, I just ran out of my wedding. And this girl's like, yeah, I used to sleep with married men.
Right.
It's cool, babe. It's cool.
Loved when Conrad took her the cylinder with the sand from Cousins. Because also for any person living abroad, having a little piece from home like that, crushed it. Again, Conrad.
Yeah.
My God. But that is
the piece of sand, the teddy bear he sent her as well.
Yeah, but the teddy bear feels like more romantic. I mean, I know it had the infinity necklace and oh my God, we all died with that. But the piece of like the cylinder with sand, I thought was really just almost even like more important because I just
yes, it was selfless of him.
He admitted like when I was homesick, I would use this and it helped me and here you go. And I think that
he's like, here, take deep. My emotional support sand.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, thank you, I will.
Thanks.
I need it now. Yeah. Very cute. Very, very cute.
So cute.
Okay, so what about culture clash?
So I think we've already talked a little bit about it, but I thought the roommates was rough. Like the 4 roommates, like, okay, not an ideal apartment. The shower doesn't work. We know it's not comfortable. It's a little, but the lack of boundaries clearly, you know, when Belly's having that convo in the living room and the guy's just like looking for something through like around her. And then the day she's so homesick because it's Thanksgiving and she makes the stuffing and no one cares.
Okay, yeah.
And it's just like, I'm surrounded by people that I have nothing in common with and they want nothing to do with me. Like you can feel so alone and so not understood and just disconnected. And I think they're just so different from her. And it's just too hard for her to relate. I thought I wanted Belly to get the hell out of there. Like I felt for her. I was like, girl, you need to get out of there. You need to leave. I was, my heart broke for her. That was rough. And I loved it because not shying away from, it's going to be hard. There are going to be some things that you may have it rough for a while. So. Yeah.
My favorite culture clash moment was the scene with the stuffing. Like,
oh, okay.
That was
so
my favorite. We're aligned.
Yeah.
So because it's like the entire scene is a culture clash. Like she doesn't get one win that entire scene. She's making stuffing and it's early in the morning. It's before she has to go to work. So each one of the roommates are like coming in and out of the kitchen, just starting their day. And one has no time to even talk to her.
Yeah.
Only speaks in French. She understands half of what he's saying. And he leaves, like, pays no mind. The other one comes in and she's like, what the heck is that smell? And she's like, oh, it's stuffing. And she's like, don't know what that is.
Yeah.
She's like, do you want some? She's like, nah, no, thank you.
No, don't care, don't want it. Yeah.
The other one comes in and it's like, why is she pulling the bread apart like that? What is she doing? Like, she's destroying, like, this perfect baguette. So no one wants to know what she's doing. No one cares what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's not understanding half of what they're saying. So she can't even, and she's dying. that scene, she's dying for interaction. She's dying for connection.
I
She
know.
tries to connect with each one of them individually at different points, and each one of them like shoots her down.
Yeah,
And
it's so sad to watch. That one was, oof.
It's sad. It was a sad one, and it was cultures clashing at every interaction. And I was like, ooh, this was a rough scene, man.
Yeah, because
Rough
there
scene.
are some things when you live abroad, I think that you just want to share with someone. And hopefully you have community. I mean, yeah, hopefully you can just FaceTime someone nowadays. Like you could FaceTime someone. But sometimes you just don't want that. You want to share it with someone who's there. And if you don't have someone who's going to give you the time of day, I think you're going to feel very alone. And that's clearly what Belly feels.
Yeah.
And I think then the stuffing is not even good because I think she takes some for her coworkers and it's not good.
It's not good. And you know what? She had probably never made it before in her life, but she was like, this is how much I miss home. I'm willing to make my own stuffing even though I suck at cooking. Because we've never seen Belly cook. Jeremiah was always cooking for her.
she's not. She's not.
Yeah. And you mentioned the scene where she's FaceTiming with Taylor and her roommate is just like bumbling around all over, zero privacy. And she's like putting on a brave face for Taylor and being like, yeah, everything's great. And she's like,
I know.
girl, it's not. It's really not. Help. SOS. Give me
exactly. Yeah.
But once again, sticks through it.
She powers through and it's and I love that she got that because she needed to be successful and in this to really I feel like she would not be she needed to be in a good place before she was able to choose Conrad forever.
Yeah, and also she needed to build some kind of life for herself.
Yes.
Like because the show takes place only in the summers mainly. What we see is not a life that she built. It's very much a borrowed life in every sense of the word. Like she's at the Fisher's vacation house. They are guests there. This is not her house. This is not her beach town. This isn't even like she's there with her mom and her brother, but she's there in Susanna's house with the boys who like.
Yeah. And I feel like she kind of just, she ended up applying to the, college where Jeremiah is at. And I feel that was also, and she forgoes temporarily the opportunity to go to Paris. So I feel like her life was just going to remain very small.
Yeah.
And she got to blow it up, make it big.
Yeah, because even
and then choose to go back if you want, but you've already done this. Like you've proven to yourself, like I can go ahead and build a life anywhere I want.
Exactly. Which I think was important to show because even at the beginning of the show, at least she had like volleyball, remember?
Yeah.
She was like big into that. But then slowly as the show went on and she started low-key sacrificing certain things just to like keep these boys in her life because after Susanna's death, that all just became so magnified that no, I'm a part of this family and and I have to keep this family together. It can't fall apart because this is also my family.
And then she has the injury that they hint at.
That's why she stops playing and at the end.
And starts seeing a therapist. And I think that's kind of what leads her to that could be cool.
Go into therapy. Into like studying that. Yeah. But it just, so that at the end, what is like, when you start the last season, it's like, what does this girl have? What is she? Okay, she's still in college and she's doing that for herself, but is there anything else? Outside of the Fishers? What is she pursuing? What is she building? What does she want for herself other than to be a part of that family?
Yeah. No, I love that she got this. That she got this time.
And in Paris is when she does that. She's like, no, I am someone outside of the Fisher family. I can stand on my own 2 feet. I can build a life for myself, and it's a great life.
So good.
Enjoyed it,
Belly. So much.
Such a fun ride. Looking at little Belly grow up. Such a fun ride.
That wraps it up for today. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and check us out on Instagram at Where We Land Pod. Ciao, ciao.
Hasta la vista, babies. At Where We Land, we know that some immigrant experiences are harder than others, especially for those in the margins of our current legal system. So if you would like to help, we encourage you to support organizations that provide services for immigrants and champion their rights. You can find a list of organizations in the show notes.